Happy Friday! It's March 24th, and we are here back live for the weekly upload with Ben Pixels. I'm Sam.
And I'm Kevin.
And we're going to be covering a lot of different stories this week. We got a story about Facebook Live, going live with desktop streaming. We've got a new breakthrough with Apple debuting a app for video viewing. And then finally a story, which I think we could talk a little bit about, is vloggers going more animated or having different avatars for their vlogging activity.
Yeah.
But before all that, Kevin, how are you doing, man?
Doing good. You have that step-by-step song stuck in my head. Now I gotta find a song to get stuck in your head.
Maybe before the end of the show. Before we went live, and Lisa, our intrepid producer behind the camera, before we went live, I started singing the step-by-step theme. I won't do it here now because, as we know, Facebook and YouTube are sticklers for copyright, so we're going to make sure to avoid any...
Just imagine it.
Just imagine in your head. We'll give you a second. Open a separate tab. Go to step-by-step theme. But that's what we're doing every single Friday on the Facebook Live. We're going step by step, building that audience. So last week we did hit our goal actually of 5 shares. So that's awesome. We got a lot more eyeballs on the show, and so I think we're just gonna try and every week just try something a little bit different to get people interested. This week Kevin is gonna try and get a new song stuck in my head.
Yeah.
So maybe at the end of the episode I'll ask you that and you can challenge me a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I could definitely challenge you.
All right, well, Kevin, what is the first story that we're leading off with today that we talked about? Facebook is doing something with live streaming on desktop?
Yeah, so Facebook users now have access to live video for desktop. The desktop streamers now, people who traditionally were on YouTube Gaming or Twitch, they're now able to broadcast video from external hardware streaming software. And that means you can include things like gameplay footage, you can have overlays, you can have a ton of all those things that, usually Twitch users were known for.
Okay.
So they're trying to have like a lot more competitive front doing that.
Okay. They say that Facebook is not able to monetize their live content at the moment despite having a significantly larger user base than Twitch. So that seems like a weird hurdle that they have to overcome if they want the thing to become viable, right? Because aren't most Twitch streamers are they used to monetizing their streams?
And there was a period of time where they didn't want to play. They used to they'll play music in the background of a lot of their streams, and then they would get some type of copyright thing happen with that. So there's a long period of time where they were trying to figure out how to sort of circumvent that, and then that's where sort of the bits and supporting. So there's alternative ways to support in Twitch.
Okay.
In terms of monetization and things like that.
Do almost like Twitch streamers that go constantly, they usually have like a Patreon or some other type of thing coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm interested to see how this takes off. It seems like the Facebook audience, are they going to be on Facebook to watch the gaming streaming activity?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just another attempt of people trying to, we were talking about this last week, consolidate all the different types of video content into one platform. But then you're going to run into people that, maybe it doesn't have to be everything to everybody. You can just use it if you want to use it. But I'm just curious about the support for something like this. Do you think people are really clamoring for it? I don't have a perception of it. So if you have a different feeling in the comments, whether on Facebook or YouTube, please let us know below. But
I mean, it's really something useful for. I see for Facebook, cosplaying is really big. A lot of big known cosplayers use Facebook as their primary to put up their photos, to update their fans about a lot of content.
Okay.
And a lot of them like to stream games also. And maybe you'll see a lot of them move from Twitch to moving to Facebook. That way everything is in-house.
Right.
And you're able to sort of sell and to do a lot of things and just speak to your audience in a way you couldn't before.
I'll say this. Facebook has done a really good job of trying to get companies really involved on the platform. Hey, you can set up ad carousels. You can sell stuff. We have a shop. You can I think they just really want to say if you needed to do anything for your brand, whether you're a Twitch streamer, whether you're a bigger company, or whether you're a smaller company, please come on Facebook because we could probably do it for you. It's there's people that in the past have talked about how YouTube has replaced their website. You know, like in the early days, people would find an independent posting thing for their videos, and then it's like you'd either have to like download them, or you'd have to go through like a proprietary player, something that wasn't YouTube or Vimeo or one of the other platforms. And now I almost feel like you could start a Facebook page, you wouldn't even need a website. Yeah. For some people, they need the customization of a website. You know, they do various things, like they need to control that, but it seems like they want to be a one-stop shop. Yeah. Our second story is the hidden breakthrough in Apple's new video app. This is from Wired.com. Previous story was from Engadget. So if you want to check those out further. Apple's upcoming Chips app, Chips, that's the name. I'm not like doubting that that's the name of the app. It's just like they're reading it be in quotations. Apple's upcoming Chips app is a mobile video tool hitting the App Store next month. And they stress that Chips is a tool, not a platform, to compete with Instagram or Snapchat. The app will have filters, stickers, other features that make it easy to capture, edit, and share snippets of video. A much hyped feature called Live Titles allows users to turn spoken words into on-screen text. So why are they trying to make it that, don't worry, we're not here to replace anything, you know, we're just a tool, we're not a platform? Like, what do you think, why make that declaration? I'm trying to wonder why. I was thinking maybe it's like a Trojan horse thing, like, hey, we're not going to do this, and then we have a social network.
Unlike Instagram. Instagram's just like, we're doing this, guys.
Yeah. Instagram's like, straight up, this is what we're doing. We are aping and we're doing it. Apple, have you gotten a chance to use Clips yet? Have you checked it out, or videos of it?
No, it isn't out yet, but there's only promo pics, because it doesn't come out till April, but there are promo pics of people using it where they're able to caption everything you're saying and making a video based off that. So if you're vlogging something, it will caption your vlog.
So if it's live text, that's really interesting. If it's live text, that means that it's transcribing live. So it'd be like the equivalent of broadcasting, on television or something, and having the closed captions run alongside. I think that is pretty cool. Voice recognition technology has gotten really, really good. I know on YouTube, whenever our team uses like the closed caption feature and like the auto capture, it's usually pretty accurate. But then at least the process of like going through manually is sort of painless, you know? Like it'll play the captions like right alongside the video so you can edit. I'm wondering if editing and like importing, an updated, like, okay, we go live with the captions, but then later you might have the option of going back and like doing adjustments.
Yeah, I think they're trying to just sort of market it as their way of, because they still want you to freely be able to put whatever video you use with the app onto Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or any of those, because they are stressing that it is a tool, but they want you to have that creativity more so than the regular camera app.
It also seems like, do you know if they're charging for it, or?
There isn't any word on a price, but I imagine with a lot of their things like that, it would be free, because I would think that they want as many people on it as possible.
Right, and there's always like, okay. Yeah, I'm just reading right now. I don't think they can get fancy if they want. Okay, so it might be something that at a basic level, users can have. But there's always like I have a friend that works in some mobile app development, and he talks about how brands and companies try to get like sponsorships into apps like this, where it's like, they have a brand like Hello Kitty, right? And it's like, here we go, now you can get like this emojis packs and stuff like that. This is stuff that we see happening on like in Facebook as well, or Bitmoji. Actually, that's where I've seen it the most, is like, obviously, like the people behind Batman v Superman have paid a lot of money, because I still think you can use those Bitmojis in that Messenger app. So maybe this strikes me as something kind of similar, as like just an alternate way of like, publishing and promoting videos. And getting maybe some additional money and like getting some of those sponsorships. Yeah.
And they also just wanted like an advanced way just to have videos and clips to share with your friends via like iMessage and things like that. Because a bunch of my friends, we like to share GIFs and or GIFs. I always forget the pronunciation.
All right, do we want to settle this right now? Maybe I should change the whole title to GIF versus GIF. It's a GIF.
Yeah, I always thought it was GIF too.
Yeah, but there are people in this office who think it's a GIF.
Yeah.
It's a debate.
All right.
Somebody.
It's a gift. I think we're all in.
I think everybody in the
right?
BP side
Yeah.
is giffing.
Yeah.
We're giffing over here. All right. Well, we might need to do a follow-up video for the YouTube about GIF or GIF. I think
Maybe an explainer video.
Yeah.
that would be good.
That would be
Yeah.
good.
BP splains.
Yeah.
Splaining with BP.
Mhm.
See, I'm pitching live. You can never do this. So anyway, but that's cool. So we'll see how that develops. All right, and what's our final story, Kev?
Our final story is animated vloggers could be the future of YouTube via Engadget.
I'm animated already. Why do you need any? Do you need another filter for this? No.
Oh man. Yeah, no.
But
you're
what
animated.
is it?
But they mean about 2D and 3D animated characters. So artificial, as in not real.
See, that's above my budget.
The robots are taking your job. Guys.
Yeah.
See, I knew we could automate something. Gosh dang it! All right, so this is something. AI Kizuna is an artificial Japanese YouTube celebrity with almost 200K subscribers. Created in Miku Miku Dance, the same piece of animation software that allowed the creation of the Vocaloid pop sensation Hatsune Miku. If you want to see my favorite Hatsune Miku video, the concerts are great. I have watched an entire Hatsune Miku concert, like official, like it's like the official, like in like fan footage cut together. But her appearance on David Letterman. So YouTube homework: go to YouTube, type in David Letterman Hatsune Miku. It is hilarious because it's one of the last times that he like was hosting the show, and it was like in his farewell tour, and you could just like read on his face. He's like, okay, and up next performing live we have digital Vocaloid Hatsune Miku.
Oh, wow.
All right, and he's just very like respectful. You can tell the gears are like, what have I become? Like, what is happening? But I think it's really cool. Like, at least, I'm not going to sit here on the stream and defend Hatsune Miku, because I could, because I'm a big otaku dork. But what else about it? Offering regular video vlogs about topics such as AI, virtual reality, in addition to Let's Play. Do you see more vloggers adopting like this technology? Because the Vocaloid technology also, really quick addendum, if people don't know, it can do facial mapping. So it can like match your performances and like your movements on camera. And I've seen really funny like side-by-side videos. Have you seen these where like people will like do like little dances at their desktop, and it'll be the live feed, but then on the other side is the animated character? You can see how close the fidelity is, which I think is fun.
I really like where YouTube is kind of going with that kind of thing, because it's
get
like,
weird, man.
You know, it's because
we're just like different.
You have all these characters of big creators who are already characters in their own right, except they're real. You know, imagine if someone literally was just a cartoon character, and your whole channel was just a cartoon character, and just, you know, you did Let's Plays, but as a cartoon character or as a stop motion.
And see, judging by recent news, as far as vloggers go, some would wish there was more separation between the vlogger and like the art that they create, right? So I don't know. I think that'd be awesome. You know, you could. It's sort of like when they came out with like Third Life, right? Or where they were talking about. You know, your virtual avatar on the internet, you know, and like what you'll be, and you can be whatever you want, you know, and I just like the idea that we can use technology to create even more kind of like fantastic scenarios like that, where it's like I can come up with a whole character, and then I can just do a voice and behave as this character, and then that's all being played out on screen. Would it be weird though for like a virtual character to play a video game? Do you think that there's a little bit of a moral question there?
Nah, well, I don't know. It's like, those are questions that I don't think anyone has asked yet.
Except for right here on
BP's
right weekly upload.
Yeah. Cutting edge ethical questions.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is. It's fitting because I watched AE Artificial Intelligence a couple of days ago, and it was just like, it's what it, you know. It's a very that movie holds up. It really holds up well with like Robin Williams.
Okay.
And Haley Joel Osment, and he's like, he's older. He's like way older now. It is just like he was a kid in that movie, but you know, just stuff with artificial intelligence and just how it's making such strides, even just to now is serving to just, you know, make the life of people who watch YouTube fun in another way. It's just it's an even another way how to watch YouTube videos, and it's really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of like with the program where you can like program them singing a lot, and that's like the Vocaloid part. That was the original part of the technology, which was I'm a musician, I'm an instrumentalist, but I want to make vocals for this. And Japanese, because of the way it's sung, it's very like vowel heavy and consonant heavy, so it's easy to come up with sort of like an instrument literally that would at least mimic the sounds of the language. So then they moved on to like actually replicating performance, and then because they had created like a cute little anime avatar like for their product. I don't know, we'll see where it goes. Are you interested? If you could vlog with a animated avatar, what would it be? And yeah, to Kevin's point, like, what would you do? Would you play video games? Do you think this raises important ethical questions about the future of digital technology? Come back next week and drop some comments, and we will respond to them. So, as always, you can like the page, share this video around. You can follow me at CraveSam on Twitter. And Kevin, where can they find you?
You can follow me at KTF Fright or KT Fright, however you want to call it, on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, have a great weekend and stay online.